Let's now move into main topic number 3. And our third main topic today gets submitted to us by Samuel Rindehed, who writes, "Hello, John and crew. So I had a thought. Ray Fisher has confirmed a few weeks ago that he was supposed to be in the upcoming Flash movie, but that's not happening anymore. So I started to think, do you think that they have replaced that role that Cyborg was supposed to have in this movie and instead put it in Supergirl? Thanks, and bring on the filthy." All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, man. Really appreciate that. And here's the thing. So this is kind of built off of, well, the reason he's asking that question, for some of you who didn't hear about this, is saying, wait a minute, why is he asking if Supergirl is replacing the Cyborg character? Well, the reason he's asking that is specifically because they just cast Supergirl. You know, Friday after the John Campea Show was done, news came out that the Flash movie has indeed, number one, it's going to have Supergirl in it, and number two, they've cast Supergirl, and it has the actress Sasha, I don't know, I've never heard her last name spoken, but she's a daytime Emmy Award nominee actress, Sasha Calle. I'm going to pronounce it as Calle for now, and maybe it's Kale. Maybe I'll go with Kale for now.
Or Calle.
Calle? Okay,
Calle.
have you heard it said? Is that how it's pronounced, Calle?
No, I don't know, but if it's
okay.
Spanish.
So once I hear somebody actually pronounce her name, I'm sure I'll get it right at that point. But that she has been cast to play Supergirl. This comes to us from the folks over at Deadline, who writes, "The Flash director Andy Muschietti watched all the auditions, and I hear, along with DC film boss Walter Hamada and the producers, was blown away by the actress. Toughness and vulnerability that she brought to the role. I saw more than 400 auditions. The talent pool was truly amazing, and it was very hard to make a decision, but we finally found an actress who was destined to play this role." That comes to us from Andy Muschietti, the director of The Flash. So this is kind of like two stories in one, Rob. On the one hand, we have that they've got cast Supergirl. Like we heard a while ago, they were probably going to bring Supergirl into the universe. So here we go. We've got Supergirl. It's not the CW version, of course, but we've got a Supergirl. Second goes to the topic that they were writing in to ask about. Do we think it's possible that due to Ray Fisher being removed from The Flash and they're not going to have Cyborg now, is Supergirl been made kind of a replacement for that? Is the Supergirl character now a surrogate for the Cyborg character? The answer to that question is, we don't know. But Rob, I'll tell you, I find it unlikely. If they had actually had like 400 auditions and think that Hamada, Muschietti, the producers have all been involved, then this has probably been a process that's been ongoing for a while. So while it is totally possible that they were like a month or so ago, okay, so we're not got Cyborg. Okay, we need that character to be this in the movie. Let's replace that character with this other character. Let's get the casting thing going, and maybe they did a rush process and that's not crazy unlikely. It is not crazy unlikely that they did do this, that they just brought in Supergirl to be a replacement for the Cyborg character. It's possible. It's even not, again, like I said, it's not tremendously unlikely. But I think it is more likely that that's not the case, and they're probably just going to remove the Cyborg character overall. And by the way, I don't think Supergirl or Michael Keaton or Ben Affleck or Cyborg were ever destined to have big, huge roles in this movie anyway. So the removal of one of them probably isn't too terribly disruptive. Again, though, I'm just guessing. Rob, you heard about this. And number one, what do you think about the addition of Supergirl? And number two, do you think the addition of Supergirl was a direct response to the subtraction of Cyborg? What do you think?
Well, I think it probably was a response to the subtraction of Cyborg. But on the other hand, I like this casting. I think I like the idea of going with instead of the blonde Supergirl of the comics, make her more like a Latina coming in with dark hair. I think that's interesting. I mean, after all, she's from Krypton, as Marlon Brando would say. So Krypton. She can look she can look any way she wants. I think she looks like she's a fine choice. And we're dealing with the multiverse, so who cares? But yeah, I think it probably was. I think it's an interesting response. I mean, I think adds storytelling possibilities. And I think Muschietti knows what he's doing, as a director. And I think this could be a good thing all the way around. It's unfortunate for Ray Fisher, but I mean, what's Warner Brothers supposed to do? I mean, luckily he's not been cut out of the Snyder Cut. I mean, this very public, acrimonious battle that he's been having with the studio. The studio, it ain't show friends, it's show business, and business must continue.
Agreed. So question is, guys, number one, I mean, what do you think about the casting, the fact that they're even adding Supergirl? Maybe you watch the soap opera that this young woman's on. Maybe you've seen her work before. I have personally not. And do you think that the addition of Supergirl is a direct response to the subtraction of Cyborg, or do you think Supergirl was kind of in there all along? I suspect one thing, but I want to know what you guys think. Jump down to the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. All right, guys.